Imagine a military vehicle that can leave a ship, enter the ocean, swim toward the shoreline, and continue driving inland without stopping. That is exactly the kind of capability modern amphibious forces rely on during both military operations and humanitarian missions. The Philippine Marine Corps is continuing its modernization efforts, and one of the latest developments attracting attention is the reported selection of Thailand's AWAV-8 by 8 amphibious armored vehicle. Although the initial order is relatively small, the decision reflects a broader strategy to improve mobility, survivability, and rapid response capabilities for one of the country's most important military units. But what makes this vehicle different from a traditional armored personnel carrier? And why could it become an important addition to the Philippine Marines? Let's take a closer look. The Philippines is one of the world's largest archipelagic nations, made up of thousands of islands separated by vast stretches of water. Because of this geography, moving troops and equipment quickly is a constant challenge. Conventional armored vehicles perform well on roads and rough terrain, but they usually need bridges, ferries, or engineering support to cross large bodies of water. An amphibious armored vehicle is designed to solve that problem. Instead of stopping at the shoreline, it can continue moving through rivers, coastal waters, and beach landing zones before driving directly onto land. This reduces delays and allows Marines to maintain momentum during operations. Whether responding to a security mission or delivering aid after a natural disaster, that extra mobility can make a significant difference. The AWAV is an 8-wheel drive armored vehicle developed for amphibious operations. Its design focuses on balancing protection, mobility, and versatility. Unlike many armored vehicles that are optimized only for land combat, this platform is built to operate in 2 environments. On land, its powerful drivetrain allows it to travel across highways, rough roads, and uneven terrain. Once it reaches the water, integrated propulsion systems allow the vehicle to continue moving without needing separate landing craft. This means Marines can travel from ship to shore while remaining inside an armored vehicle, reducing their exposure during one of the most vulnerable stages of an operation. Although armored vehicles are often associated with combat, their usefulness extends well beyond the battlefield. During natural disasters, amphibious vehicles can help reach flooded communities where ordinary trucks cannot operate. They can transport rescue teams, medical personnel, food, clean water, generators, and emergency supplies to isolated areas. For a country that regularly experiences typhoons, flooding, and other natural disasters, equipment like this can support both national defense and humanitarian response. That flexibility is one reason many modern armed forces continue investing in amphibious capabilities. One question many people ask is why a military would acquire only a handful of vehicles instead of placing a large order immediately. The answer is actually quite practical. Introducing a new armored vehicle requires far more than simply receiving the equipment. Crews must be trained, mechanics need to learn maintenance procedures, and military planners have to understand how the vehicle performs in local conditions. An initial batch allows the armed forces to evaluate reliability, maintenance costs, operational performance, and crew feedback before deciding whether a larger fleet should be purchased. Many countries follow this approach because it reduces risk while allowing valuable operational experience to be gained. If these vehicles perform well, they could improve the Marine Corps' ability to respond quickly to a wide variety of missions. In a military scenario, they could transport Marines from amphibious ships to coastal landing areas while providing protection during the approach. In humanitarian operations, they could reach communities affected by severe flooding where conventional trucks might struggle to operate. The Philippines frequently faces natural disasters, making mobility one of the military's most valuable assets. Equipment that can move effectively on both land and water offers flexibility that few other vehicles can match. Another interesting aspect of this development is the growing defense cooperation within Southeast Asia. Regional partnerships allow neighboring countries to exchange technology, strengthen defense ties, and build experience working together on shared security challenges. While every country continues to develop its own defense capabilities, Cooperation can improve interoperability during joint exercises, humanitarian missions, and regional security operations. As modernization continues, partnerships like these may become increasingly important alongside relationships with other international defense partners. Whether this initial acquisition eventually leads to a larger fleet remains to be seen. However, one thing is clear. The Philippine Marine Corps continues to invest in capabilities that improve mobility, flexibility, and readiness. Modern military operations require equipment that can adapt to changing environments, and amphibious armor vehicles are designed with exactly that goal in mind. As new technologies enter service and military modernization progresses, developments like this will continue shaping the future of the armed forces of the Philippines. What do you think? Should the Marine Corps expand its fleet of amphibious armor vehicles in the future, or should resources focus on other priorities such as air defense, naval assets, or surveillance systems? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more updates on military technology, defense developments, and Philippine modernization. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.